EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Carolinas and Bank of America Stadium here in Uptown Charlotte. Straight ahead, it's Wildcard weekend, and we've got a great one in store, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Carolina Panthers. What twists and turns will January have in store for us? The NFL playoffs are officially underway. Taken at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
Down. Yellow.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Ready. From the 24 now, here's a 2nd down and 9.
Ready.
Another run here with Sanders. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Good running right there. And this is a man that was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A give running left. It's Sanders. Takes it to about the 37.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
52 blaster.
Young on 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 43. He had over 100 catches in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch in this wild card game. A nice grab there for a guy coming off a terrific season, one that saw him have over 100 catches.
And when you have that many catches, that means you're a full part of the offense. And let's face it, he's been as good as anyone in the NFL this year. So figures he's going to play a big role in whether this team can advance in the playoffs.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Ready.
Young loses it. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. So holding on the offense, they go ahead and decline the penalty, and the ball will change hands on the fumble recovery. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll run for the first time with a speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs. A little juke. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man. And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture.
Going back to Gibbs on 1st down. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Solid running there. And, CD, we hear so much about what it takes to win in the playoffs. Most people like to include having a strong running game in their assessment. And with this man in the backfield, this group has a strong running game without a doubt.
Oh, I absolutely agree with you there, because in terms of yardage, he's a top 5 running back in the league. And in terms of impact on a game, not many better than him. And when they're flowing and he's carrying the ball consistently, they're tough to beat.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 11 more yards that go-around, a 1st down as well. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions. The 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Lions will strike first here, this wild card matchup. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. He's to the 15. Touchdown, Carolina! Jonathan Mingo, 79 yards. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts. All right, because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Piniero's extra point up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Meanwhile, Garoppolo's throw going into the hands of Williams. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. 41 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
This second and 4. Looking to throw. Garoppolo eluding the pressure right. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
Here we go. Here we go.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Got a man on the right sideline. That's Gibbs. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. A run with Mitchell. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. A loss of 2 there. Second down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
On second down, here's Garoppolo. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions have taken the lead. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. McManus's point after is good, and that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Let's go.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Now Young, rolling to his left. 6 yards there off the scramble, but he will still leave him with a third down. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football as they've got it with a third down coming up.
Come on, set.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Throwing, Young. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. On first and 10, Young. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Gibbs straight ahead. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 58 yards rushing for him in this first half, as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. That's to the tight end, Laporta. And in for the Lions, touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Now McManus for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Lions 21, Panthers 7.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
21-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. First try for the right arm of Dalton here. And that'll be incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that nearly intercepted. Well, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Here's Thomas on the return. That'll go as a 39-yard punt, give him 9 on the return, and the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down.
Here we go, here we go. 65, 65.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Back to the air on 2nd. It's Garoppolo. That is caught by Laporta. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers 16. A gain there of 21 yards.
First down, Lions.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Hand off to Gibbs, headed right here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's Shaq Thompson here to pick. And the Panthers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
The Panthers take over first and 10.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And not much doing there. Maybe a yard up to the 23.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
3rd down, a shot here for Dalton. Open man is Mingo, complete. And he is going to have the Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw here, Dalton. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. Dalton here from the gun. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Sanders toss left side. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Dalton. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Panthers first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
Panthers first down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Play action here with Dalton. Dancing to his left. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
He was brought down by James Houston.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. A reminder, as we did all through the regular season, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman at halftime. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Throwing, Dalton. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Eddie Pinheiro on for the field goal. A 48-yard attempt.
This is up and good from Pinheiro. And then we'll get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty successful drive up to that point.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. As they head out on the field for this drive, that whole offensive unit is just thinking redemption. You know, they moved it really well, didn't pay it off. This time, they want to make sure that ball ends up in the end zone, and they're the ones possessing it.
21, 21. 65, 65.
To throw is Garoppolo. Escaping the pressure right. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
This is a perfect example of what separates the elite quarterbacks. Has his man open, way too anxious, ends up firing it in there with way too much zip on it. The great ones, they know how to relax and put the appropriate velocity on the football.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
White. 11.
Garoppolo now. A quick throw there is incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because that incompletion's on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
21.
Now Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete. Scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. 2nd and 10. They'll run with Sanders. He can't get him down. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they've bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. He completes this one to Mingo, and he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
Andy Dalton. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Dalton, 1st and 10. And his throw here's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Now a 2nd and 10. Running right, here's Sanders. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. 60 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
And this is what you want to do in the first half of a playoff game. Get the running game established. He was a big part of their run to a division title. So they're going to rely on him to carry a heavy load here in the playoffs. He rips off a nice run there.
Here's Dalton. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half. But the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Dalton throwing on second down. Forced out to his left. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Nice job escaping the pocket. Boy, he took the shot downfield towards the end zone, didn't he? Trying to go for 6. It just wasn't there against that coverage. They were ready to prevent the big play.
The final act of the first half, Dalton. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they've been the better of the two teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium. But you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in. I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
On play action, now Garoppolo. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. Now a play fake. Garoppolo. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take it down. And now they're in the hurry-up.
A loss of 7 yards. It's second down.
On play action, it's Garoppolo. Wide open receiver, complete. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
Very nicely done there on the reception, and what an impact this rookie made on this offense, Charles, in the regular season.
Yeah, he's a big part of why they are where they are. He stepped into an important role, embraced it, and in a lot of ways expanded it, and immediately made a connection with his quarterback.
Flushed out right. That is caught, and he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play.
Now back to the ground. Here's Gibbs. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 86 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Play action. Garoppolo. They'll roll him out right.
That pass caught.
It's Williams. Touchdown, Detroit. Touchdown pass number 4 of the afternoon for Jimmy Garoppolo.
And the Lions continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road.
Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Panthers 10.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
It's second down. Dalton looking.
That's over the middle to Schoonmaker.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And right side, they're going to go option here. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Now Dalton. Throwing right, and that's complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 40.
15 yards. First down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Dalton now to pass.
That's swung out wide to Sanders.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Dalton's throw pulled in by Marshall.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Here's Dalton.
And he almost had his second pick of the game. Probably should have. Yeah, he's frustrated as it falls incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
2nd and 10. Dalton once more. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. Touchdown! Miles Sanders, a 24-yard touchdown.
And the Panthers are able to cut into that deficit. So a very important first drive of the third quarter, Charles, and safe to say, a much-needed touchdown.
Which leads to the question, where was this in the first half? Because if they'd had a few more drives like that, they wouldn't be in this situation. But that is the kind of drive that sends a message to the other side. We're going to be here, and we're going to battle you to the end.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here.
And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Omaha. 21.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo.
A little short pass here taken in by Laporta.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers 33. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Here we go.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
From the gun, Gibbs will get it.
And a short gain down to about the 33. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Second down, and they go back to Gibbs. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone.
He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
Here we go.
And the Lions first down.
Sit. Hey, leg.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo.
Throw out wide is incomplete.
So it looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
On second down, here's Gibbs.
And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. 1 quarter remains in this NFC Wildcard matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
21. Here we go.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Lions are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Gibbs is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3.
That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Here we go.
At the 3-yard line.
Gibbs again. And not a whole lot there as they'll get him down at about the 2.
The 2nd down play not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed.
13.
Garoppolo now on 3rd and goal.
And that's going to be caught. Oh, a one-handed grab there. He's got it for the touchdown.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round, but I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There was a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so, because right now it's looking more and more like they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel and make sure they get their security deposit back.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Guys, up.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving them a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. To throw here, Dalton. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. It's rare that a receiver of his caliber would drop one pass, but that's now 2 times he's had his mitts on one and lost it.
Yeah, and I don't think that they're going to lose confidence in him, though, because of the track record. Such a good player, maybe having a bad game, but I think they'll still go to him in a critical spot.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. And they're going to speed things up here. On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. Again, it's Johnson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. And again, Andy Dalton to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. Now with that, they could elect to take the ball at the 1 if they wanted.
Yeah, exactly right. They have options here. If they decide now to go for 2 after the penalty, the ball doesn't go to the 2-yard line as normal. They get the penalty, so that's half the distance. You put it at the 1. But if they decided they wanted to kick, they would just move the ball from the 15 to the 10, and they would kick it there.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize.
11.
We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down.
Here we go. 11. 2. Stay hot.
Garoppolo. Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Lions start to open this lead even wider here in the 4th. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. McManus's point after is good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
17. Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. He's past the 30. He might score. He will score. Touchdown, Carolina. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Yeah, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
And it's incomplete, but a flag is down here, so hang on. Let's see what we've got. And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one, hence the decline.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. Now a hit and a loose football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
11, 21, 21.
Now Garoppolo throwing on second.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Gibbs will try and pick it up.
And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll go again with Gibbs.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
Trying the left side with Gibbs.
20, 5, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. McManus now for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Lions 56, Panthers 23.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them.
Oh, right on the heels of a pick six, another ball intercepted. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Now McManus for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
63, Panthers 23.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line.
44. 44.
Second down, Dalton. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI.
A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Young going to get this complete, meanwhile, to Sanders. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
6-yard line.
Play action now. Dalton. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Now, fourth quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Another chance for Dalton. And he's going to go down. They get to it back at the 40. Derek Barnes coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Under pressure, they got him again.
Aiden Hutchinson, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect it.
And this is caught at the 20. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10.
Panthers, first down.
Dalton operating in the red zone now. And Sanders has got it complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it.
Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
And a wild card win moves them on to the divisional round.
Everyone plays all year long for the right to get into the tournament, as they like to call it. Wild card, divisional, doesn't matter to them. One moves on, one goes home.